people know you more, but then with that, people like will hate on you. They don't even know you, and they'll say all this stuff about you, which is crazy to me. But and it doesn't matter how good, because Dell is like, honestly, I'm not just saying this, but out of all the most of the top badgers, he's one person I don't think I've ever heard one negative thing about you personally, but I'm sure you still get that negativity, but you're a great guy. But even if you're an amazing person, there's always going to be people on the app that are going to try to like, bring you down or say negative things about you. But how do you handle that, Dell? Like when you do get like people that, hate on you for no reason?
I ignore them, or if I'm in somebody else's stream, I'll tell them to come to my stream and bring your own opinion, and then you go from there. Like I'm not a person to deter what you think. What you think is what you think, and I realize being on this app, you're not going to be meant for everyone. You're meant for the people that want to be around you, or want to get to know you, or want to be a part of what you got going on. If not, then okay, oh well, this is your loss, not mine. You know what I'm saying? You miss having a good time, having excitement live, or coming in and having some honesty put to it as well. Because I mean, I'm more than just the eye, or more than just the person that's behind a top badge. They put a stigmatism a part of top badge. I think all top badges are in alike, where we all have our differences and nuances. So
that's like me and Jenny. Like my one of my biggest pet peeves is like, it's like a compliment, but it's not. It's like, oh, I don't really mess with top badges, but I mess with you. And I'm just like, we're all individual people. So just because I'm a top badge, like it doesn't automatically change. Like for me, I guess for some people maybe it does, but for me, like I haven't changed like before I got my top badge to when I got my top badge. Like I'm the same person. Yeah, I may have more views and stuff, but it's like I'm still the same person I was when I first started streaming. Yeah, I'm more experienced now. Maybe I'm more comfortable, because you do grow as a streamer. Like that's okay. You're going to grow as a streamer. You're going to feel more comfortable, that kind of thing. But I've never like changed my values. So it's important, for everyone out there to, even though that we have a badge next to our name, like get to know that individual person before making an assumption, because we're not, like Dell said, we're not all the same. Like Dell is different than other top badges. I'm different than other. We're all our individual people. So it's really important before you make that determination, get to know them. But I have to admit, like before I was a top badge, I probably had a similar view, just because there's that stigmatism with becoming a top badge. And it's really important just to get to know each other. Whether they're a badge or a VIP, a boss badge, whatever, there's always, some kind of stigmatism, but get to know them a little bit better. Yo, Jenny Queen, can you do me a favor? Can you call your hubby, Marty, and see if see if he's coming on the show or not? So make sure y'all favorite Dell, though. This is Boss Branding. This is my show every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Please hit Top Badge Dell with the fave. He's an amazing streamer. I appreciate you all so much. Please make sure you guys favorite each other in the comments as well. I just want to give a shout out to my top 5 gifters of the stream. Thank you, Targi. Thank you, Emerald. Top Badge, that Jenny, Icy, and Dan. Appreciate you all so much. Make sure you favorite that Jenny if you're interested in being on the show. She's my admin, so please hit her up if you're interested. So Dell, let's talk a little bit about your content in your stream. I know you do a lot. We'll talk about like your social media, because I know you do a lot on social media too. But if people come to your stream, what can they expect to see?
I absolutely hate this question. I really do. I hate this question because like I do so many different things, so you can't like put it in a box of just like, oh, this is what Dell's stream is about.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
But I can realistically put it and say that it's random, because you never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You don't never know what side I'm gonna get. You don't never know. I don't have a dedicated, curated stream. I used to, as far as like having a sports talk show, but I don't even have that no more. So it's just randomness. It's just randomness. So it's a lot of random. I don't know. You get a serious side, you get a funny side, you get mostly a jokeful side, and you get people talking about sports. You get people talking about my Instagram. You get people talking about walks of life. It's a little bit of everything, and that's probably like the best way I could put it with it. It's just a far fetch. It's just spin the coin and we just run with it and have fun with it. So it's a ball of fun, I feel.
Did you like, how was the featured show program for you? Did you enjoy it? Like, did you think it was helpful for you at one point in time?
It was a gift and a curse. It was a gift and a curse because
Thank you. Sorry.
I know sports very well, so a lot of people know me for as being the sports guy of the app. But it also was a curse because I was the sports guy of the app. You know, because a lot of times my stream didn't cater to a lot of sports people, and then a lot of sports people. I hate to say it, but as a show, you know, on the back end, we get judged and viewed on how many diamonds you get, how many views and retention, and a lot of that stuff. And I would get a lot of people, but I wouldn't get a lot of the diamonds that equate to it. So I would be like one of the first as top 5 in view, but it would be the bottom 5 in the amount of diamonds that go there. That's a part of the metrics a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So and then a lot of times we'll talk sports, and then a lot of the women that's in the live don't want to talk sports all day. So
Yeah. So were people like expecting that too, like when you weren't doing your show? Are you saying like
all the time? I would verse somebody and it'd be that's all they want to talk about is I don't know, LeBron. They want to talk about Kobe, or they want to talk, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the talk. A lot of times outside of the show, a lot of the times, and they would hit me and verse me just to talk sports and then go back to their thing. So it kind of took away from my regular streaming and added to like the amount of people that got to know me too as well.
Yeah.
So it was a gift.
No, I get that, because like for my show too, like I feel like people, because I do this boss branding show, they feel, some people think I want to talk about it like all the time, which I don't mind helping. Like I really want to help people. Like that's my goal in this app in general. And I think it's a little bit different because I feel like this show at least like caters to different people, where like sports, like you said, it's kind of like a little bit more pigeonholed, because like some females like sports, but not everybody loves sports. But everybody that's on this app, mostly everyone on this app wants to stream and stuff. So it is, you know, it is a great experience, but I could see where you're coming from with that as well. So Del, like, I know you're a streamer, right? Because I think there's 2 different parts to streaming. There's streaming, and then there's networking as well. There's going to other people's streams, supporting them and stuff like that. So are you just a streamer? Do you go to other people's streams, visit them? What does it look like? Because there's a lot of new people that come to this show. So some of these questions seem very basic, but I think it's helpful to have like other people's point of views on like how they support people or how they stream. So
I'm a both type of person, because at the end of the day, I try to visit streams, and I feel as though if you want your live to really be in flux with a lot of people, a different variety of people, you have to visit people too as well. You gotta, I was that type to just stream, but if you just stream, you're gonna find your live start to die out after a while. And then so you have to be able to visit people, say hello to people. I can't visit everybody, but like the little bit of time that I do have, I do try to be in streams, or while I'm at work, I may be in a stream just listening, but I may not be fully engaged. So I try to do as much as possible in between time to be able to network to as possible and be a streamer. So
yeah, like I agree. When it came out, Jenny's just said you gave her first top badge jet, by the way. She said you gave her first top badge jet. Make sure you guys, if you guys want to be on Boss Branding, please reach out to that Jenny. We might need somebody else today to fill in for Marty if he doesn't come. It's not looking like he's going to come. So you don't have to do it, Fire. Whoever wants to be on it can do it. I haven't brushed my hair. I'm dead. It's okay. I mean, I just threw a little gel in it, but it's all good. No, I agree, man. Like, I feel like you have to like visit. That's the biggest mistake for newer streamers, I think, especially when they're brand new, is they'll like grind on streaming, but then they forget to like go to people's streams, and they're wondering like why their stream is so slow. And it's really because you have to, like, if people are coming to your stream constantly, you should at least go to their stream and say hello. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like if people are coming to your stream, you want to reciprocate and like go to their stream and get to know them. So it's really important as a streamer. If you're a new streamer, you have to network. You have to go to other people's streams, because I always talk about this, but probably the same thing for you, Del. But like a lot of my top supporters are people I met from other streams. It wasn't even from coming to my stream. It could be from going to someone else's stream and they messed with them and we became friends. There's a lot of people that I've met through other streams. So you're missing an opportunity if you're not going around. And I know people, like when you first start streaming, you want to grind, but you got to think like, I know you got to think about the long term with it. You got to think about like going and supporting other people, going to people's streams. It's okay, Gina. Going to other people's streams and getting to know them, because then they're going to come back to your stream too. So
And I'm not beautiful enough to just sit there and stream all day. So I'm still working on my looks,
I know you lying. Not you're not
get the
beautiful
plastic
enough.
surgery done and everything else, still a work in progress. So
Wait, what surgery did you get?
I'm gonna get a BBL.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Not the BBL. Please make sure you guys all favorite him. Hit him with that fave. Do you have any content coming up, Del?
Yeah, I got the battle royale tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. If anyone feel like they want to shoot for me, feel free. We love to see it. I'm in a mix of just right now with me being deployed. I'm in the mix of just trying to pretty much just balance or have a work-life balance with everything. And as far as content is concerned, just look at my Instagram. Please favorite me on Instagram. I'm trying to get to 10,000 favorites. I know that's kind of crazy to
make sure you guys click on his name. Is it in
name?
We're going to talk about your social media too.
Look at my reels, please. Please laugh at them. Don't take them that serious. Can we make some content? Sure. Not OnlyFans though. Okay. So yeah.
Guys, make sure if you guys click on his bio, you can go to his IG. He has Instagram, he has Snapchat, he has TikTok, and he has YouTube. So make sure you guys follow him on Instagram, comment. It all helps with getting his information out there. So let's talk a little bit about social media. So do you obviously use social media for this app? Do you use it just for this app? How do you use your social media to help with this app and with your brand in general?
At first, I used it just for streaming, and then learned about the streaming aspect of it, and then I found out that you could really be a streamer on Instagram. That's the reason why I want to get 10,000 faves. Once you get to 10,000 faves on Instagram, you could be a streamer on Instagram too as well. But
you can stream on Instagram no matter what.
You can, but at 10K, you can stream and get gifts. So okay. Yeah. But I also found out about the reels and started doing a few reels, and you can see the evolution of my reels on there. And then I just fell in love with just doing reels, and I just thought they were funny and hilarious. And then they just have been growing with that and been growing followers with that. And so it's been a combination of just my craziness, to be honest.
You're crazy. So yeah, I like your IG posts. They're pretty funny.
Yeah, so I try to keep them funny. I try to keep them entertaining, and then it has actually helped gain new followers on Meet Me too as well, to be honest. So there's been a couple of people that came in that never knew about Meet Me or never knew about POF or things of that nature, and then have found me streaming here.
That's what's up. Yeah, I always tell everyone. That's why I try to tell people too. Is it is helpful to have social media on here because even people that are on the app they may not know who you are, but once they see for instance, if you have Meet Me in your name or whatever, they see you're posting content on here, they may actually come to your stream because they're going to see you on Instagram. And I feel like Instagram honestly is probably one of the best probably the best social media platform for this app if you're trying to promote yourself, because almost every streamer has Instagram for this app. And you could do other content like you said as well. So it is a helpful tool to have as a streamer. So if you're a newer streamer, definitely is helpful to use Instagram. Do posts, post about your stream, post when you gift people, post when you get gifts, give other people clout. That's all the ways. Thank you, Solution. That's all ways to build yourself on the platform, on Instagram and on this platform as well. So definitely use social media to your advantage because it will help you out as well. But you have to do the work. You have to network and stuff too. It's not just sitting in front of the stream and streaming. You have to go and support people and get to know people and that kind of thing too. Mm-hmm. Make sure y'all favorite Del. Hit him with that favorite. Please hit him with that favorite. Make sure you hit me with that fave. This is Boss Branding. This is my show every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. I appreciate you all for coming in. Guys, we're going to need another guest. Jenny, we're going to need another guest since Marty is not here. So if someone would like to step up and be on the show, greatly appreciate it. What we're going to do now is we're going to play a little game. Del, you can get involved. I'm going to get the audience involved as well. It's all going to be about Top Badge questions. So I think we should do pretty well on this. Let's see. Okay, we're going to get started. I feel like they're pretty easy for us, but other people Who's Sarah?
Oh, she got a feature show. Sarah, get in the box.
Oh, Sarah E. Sarah E, do you want to be on it? I know Sarah. You can request the box. You can both do this.
Yes,
and then
she
I'll
can.
review. No pressure. I can't. Just came out the show. Yeah, we ain't trying to get banned. We ain't trying to get banned here. Hello. Not even better. I'm dead. Okay, so we're gonna start with the questions. Jenny, how many diamonds is it to maintain your top badge every week? Everybody in the comments, you can answer too. How many diamonds is it to maintain your top badge every week?
Murder.
80K. 80K, you got it. It's 80K.
I think it's gonna go to
that. Yeah, 80K once you're a top badge, that's how much it is to maintain it every week. When applying to be a top badge, how many diamonds do you need each week?
Just said it. 250.
When applying to be a top badge.
Oh.
When applying to be a top badge.
You low-key said it earlier because you.
No, I didn't. I said, how much is it to maintain your top badge every week? And this is how many diamonds to apply. 250K. When you're applying to be a top badge, you need 250K diamonds now. But when you're a top badge to maintain it, you need 80K. What is the minimum requirement for favorites to become a top badge? 5K. 5K. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Not 500. It's 5K. You need 5K to get it. Originally, I think it was like 1K. You used to need just like 1K faves and like 1 million diamonds, right?
Yeah, 1K and 1 million.
We're bringing fire to the box. Fire, I appreciate you stepping up. I appreciate you, love. You're amazing. What is the minimum diamond requirements to become a top badge? Now the diamonds. We just did favorites. How many diamonds do you need to become a top badge? 5 million. You got it. You guys got it. You guys got it. You guys are killing it. You guys are killing it. Who's the #1 streamer on the app according to diamonds?
The person didn't show up.
Fire. Me. Definitely ain't me.
Marty
Party. Exactly. Marty Party is the #1 streamer on the app. #2 is Shar. #3 is Waldo, I believe, now. Used to be Holly. Okay, here's a good question. How many Zeus top badges are there on the app?
Is it still only one?
What's a Zeus?
The only reason why this app is still here because of that one.
Not the Zeus. I hate you. There's one. Oh, we have a random person trying to join the box. Curtis, I'm sorry, it's a featured show. I can't let you join the box. I appreciate you stepping up. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm afraid to hit accept. Okay, here's a good one. What are the 2 newest platforms that joined the Meet Me group recently that are part of this group? I know there's other like side things, but are part of this group. What are the 2 new platforms?
And Badu.
Badu?
How am I a better top badge than you, Del?
Huh?
How am I a better top badge than you?
I don't know, man. I'm just here for the clout.
Badu and Chispa. Make sure y'all favorite Del. Please favorite Del and check him out. He's amazing. Favorite Fire as well. Okay, what was the old? Okay, so now what was the old minimum view requirement when trying to become a top badge? How many views did you need, average of each stream? 500. Yeah. When I applied to be a top badge, actually, it was originally 500 views, that kind of thing. But then you needed only 80K diamonds. But 2 weeks into it, they switched it up and they're like, no, you need 250K diamonds. And I'll let you, the next question, I don't want to give it away, but what is the current view requirement now to become a top badge? What is the current view requirement?
None.
Exactly, nothing. There's no view requirement now. It's more about, they're trying to focus more on content now. So there's not a certain amount of views you need to get your top badge or even to maintain it. What is the highest ring level on the app? What number is the highest ring level on the app?
324.
Close.
326.
No. It's over 300. Close, Nami. Nami's close. It's in between Nami and Mojo.
335.
It's 334. 334.
Somebody wrote 334. Who wrote that?
And who's the person that has the highest ring level on the app?
Marty?
I looked before, Jenny.
Dizzy?
Dizzy still has the highest ring level on the app.
Wow.
I didn't study for this. I know I didn't ask you guys to study. I'm sorry. Next time I'll tell you guys to study.
I didn't understand the excitement.
This is Boss Branding. This is my show every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Please make sure you guys favorite
Y'all tell Dizzy to pull up on me. Pull up on me.
Favorite Fire and Ice. Del, when do you typically stream though, so people can check you out too?
I stream my morning time and then after work. So that would be my morning time is 10 o'clock at night p.m. Eastern time for like an hour or two, and then at night it's 5 o'clock, which is 10 o'clock in the morning time until I feel like going to bed, which is like 9 o'clock. So yeah, which is like 2. So yeah. Sorry.
So are you streaming like, I know you're away now, so are you able to stream like consistent? Because I know like a little bit of time you were like.
Yeah, if I stream, if I have to stream. I have to stream the gym, and I have to stream when I get off work. So I have to stream first thing in the morning, like when I go to the gym, or when I'm doing PT or something like that. And then I have to stream right when I get off work, which is like 5:30 or 6 o'clock at night my time, which is like 10 in the morning, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. And then I try to stream during my lunch all the time, and I try to take a lunch at 2 o'clock because 2 o'clock was my normal. 2 o'clock my time, which is my normal time, which is 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, and that's when I used to be, because I'm known as a daytime streamer. So
okay, so guys, make sure you favorite Del. Check him out. I appreciate you for everything you do, man, and serve for our country. Make sure you guys please click on his name though, and also, if you view his profile, click on his Instagram and you can follow him on IG. He's trying to get to 10K followers. So if you can favorite him on IG, that'd be great. He has really good reels and stuff. He's really funny. You'll enjoy his content. So make sure you guys check him out on Instagram as well. Yo, Del, I appreciate it. Do you have any last parting words before you get out the box?
Battle Royale tomorrow. Y'all just come and have a good time. You ain't got to press buttons. It's love only gifts. It's at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and so that's like 2 o'clock in the morning my time, so I'll be a little bit tired, but it's okay. We make it happen. I don't know why I signed up, but it's okay. We'll do it anyway. So come check me out there. Come have a fun time. Hopefully have a good time. And then y'all fave my Instagram too. You know what I'm saying? Let's have some fun. Enjoy. Let's have fun on this app. Peace.
I appreciate you, Del. Thank you. Make sure y'all favorite Del. How you doing, Fire?
Hi.
How you doing? I appreciate you. I appreciate you filling in, being on the show. Make sure you guys please favorite Fire and Nice. Hit her with that favorite. Check her out. Okay, Fire. Let's get into it a little bit. So, how long have you been on this app for?
So I've been here since August, a little over a year ago, but I've been off and on since then. So I leave a lot.
You leave a lot. This is called Boss Branding. This is a show about branding yourself on the app. It's every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. It's all about streaming on this app, this platform. Also talk about like social media a little bit too. Building up your Instagram following, building up your Snapchat, that kind of thing. So make sure you guys please hit Fire and Ice with the favorite. Hit me with that favorite as well. Favorite each other in the comments. I appreciate you all so much for coming to my show. It is a featured show, so I can't call all the gifts and comments, but I appreciate it all so much. Okay, so you've been off and on. I feel like you've been a little bit more consistent now.
Like with me is my life is hectic, so I can't dedicate myself to a stream and be there consistently, but I'm always kind of around. There's times where I take a break from coming on the app, but most of the time I'm around friends and I go and I support people, whether it be just being there and commenting or as a gifter like I previously was. It's just you find amazing people on this app that you can identify with and find camaraderie with over a bunch of different groups.
Yeah, I mean, you stream, but I feel like it's good to have you here though, because I feel like you more than you stream, you go and support people.
Yeah.
Um, and by supporting people, I mean you go to their stream almost every time they stream. There's some people you mess with, and I feel like that can't be underrated because as a streamer, I know like I appreciate it. I'm sure like the other people you support appreciate it because you being in the comments like helps because especially like say if it's slow and they're seeing you come there and like it really helps the comments with other people too because they see you like getting involved and like the thing I love about you is that you always is your personality is you always get involved in the comments or you know what I mean like and as someone that's a supporter too like um it's great to be able to do that and go and you know check on people and stuff as well because streaming is important but I always say networking and supporting people is important as well.
Here's the thing with it is like you never know what you can learn from someone else. So talking to strangers, it's safer here than other places. So why not just be like, hey, and very welcoming because you can learn so much from someone. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm kind of trolly a little bit too, but normally it's when it's already
It's a good manner though like
yeah.
you know what I mean like you're a good troll.
So when people come and they're just negative right away, they
There's
need to be
Marty.
able to do that. Marty, you want to take my spot?
Oh, you keep going a little bit and we'll bring Marty in the box.
All right. So it's like we're going to get negative everywhere. But if you have someone in the comments who's sitting there supporting you, who's rocking with you, they help keep the comments going. I lurk and work a lot when I can. So I can't always be in the comments, but I'm listening. And those that know I'm there are like, fire. And I'm like, oh, sup? What's
Yeah.
up? And then I'll just comment and they're not alone. And it just feels like, hey, I'm doing this and people are actually here listening. So I'm going to continue doing it.
Yep. So like, do you feel like, what's your main reason to support people on this app though? Is it like, you want to see them smile? Like, cause I feel like that means for you, maybe I know you, I feel like that means more to you than streaming personally. Like everyone has different way. Some people love streaming. Some people love supporting people. I feel like you're more of you're a good streamer. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, I feel like your passion is supporting people, right? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, and it is really. I love bringing people smiles because we don't know how it'll affect someone's day if they need that smile. So you tell a joke, you're like, "What's up? I'm here. I love you," or "I am here just to listen if you need it. I'm here to make you laugh. I'm here to be a goof," because it can change someone's day. It can actually change someone's life. I know what it's like to be done in the dumps. My family knows what it's like. A smile on our hard days would have meant the world. So if I can do that for someone, it's someone I don't even know, go. I'm also toxic though too. So
we all have that in us. I feel like I'm uncomfortable with PG Fire. I like PG Fire. Marty, when you get a chance, if you can request the box, I'll let you in the box in a minute. We're just gonna finish up with Fire. No, but Fire is amazing. Please make sure you guys favorite her as well. She's an amazing person on this app. Not Raja being banned. No, Fire and Ice is all around that. She is a good people. She does joke around a lot, but you are good people in general. So like, did you join this app for dating or?
Oh no. When I joined the app, it was a really, really hard time in my life at that point. And I was walling myself away from people. I was having panic attacks. I was like, I can't go out there. I need to not hermit like I did before. So this is safe. This is where I've come. So I started going in boxes and being like, okay, you shouldn't be afraid of your own shadow because it's not going to happen again.
Yep.
Yeah, but then it transformed where after that, I was like, you know what? I met people here and they helped me without knowing it. Let me stay around, see if I can make a difference in someone. And it doesn't matter if I do or not, as long as that day someone smiles.
Yep. And I love that. Can you guys all give Fire and Ice a favorite? We're going to bring Marty Party in the box. Fire, I appreciate you so much. Please hit her with that fave. Check her out. This is Boss Branding. This is my show every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. You can check it out. We have the #1 streamer on the app coming in the box. Please make sure you guys all give Marty Party a favorite. I've actually known Marty Party since I first started streaming. That's how I met Jenny Queen of Dragons. Um, you owe me a dragon. Jenny would want a dragon. She would make this about her. Marty, I'm bringing you to the box just so you know. Marty Party.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Please make sure you guys all give Marty Party a favorite. He's an amazing streamer, #1 streamer on the app, amazing guy. Please make sure you guys check him out. He streams a lot, supports a lot of people. So Marty, we're just going to talk about this is all about branding yourself. And I couldn't not have a boss branding show without having the #1 streamer on the app. And I just want to say this about Marty is when I first started streaming 2 years ago, I used to go to Marty Party stream all the time because he used to give really helpful tips on how to stream. And he would interact with I was a new streamer, wasn't a high level at that point. He would still interact with me. No, he still interacts with everyone. I've just was in his stream the other day. He was giving tips and helping people. He's a really good help on this app. And there's actually something, Marty, that I took away from you that I use every time is when after every stream, you always thank your supporters in the inbox, and you'll say, thank you to my top, this person, this person, this person. I do that every single time after I stream now, because I was like, that's so amazing. Like, that's such a great way to give recognition to other people. So that's one, and I talk about this on my show, because I think it is a great way because it promotes you and it promotes the other people that are supporting you as well. And people get to see their names in that. So I just wanted to give you that shout out before we got into it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, so Marty Party, how long have you been on this app for, streaming for?
Close to 3 years now.
3 years, okay. Did you start streaming right away? Were you a gifter before you started streamer? What did it look like when you first started on this app?
Yeah, I started streaming went right when the pandemic hit on the 17th of March. So I actually streamed on the very first day that I joined, and I gifted probably the very next day.
I was actually the same way, Marty. Like, I joined, and did you join for streaming purposes, or was it, because I know a lot of people start for dating and that kind of thing. What was your original reasoning for joining the app?
A friend at the time told me about the app, so I joined for streaming purposes. I wasn't interested in dating or anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was the same way. Like, because there was a lot of people that have on my show that I'm surprised. They're successful streamers, but they originally joined for dating. Like, they joined for dating, then they saw the streaming platform, and they're like, okay, let me give it a shot. Let me stream. Let me see how this goes. So it is interesting when you meet people that just joined for streaming, because it is a good platform for streaming. So everyone, please make sure you guys hit him with that favorite. So you've been on here for 3 years, Marty. Do you remember your first stream on the app? Do you remember, like, the first time you streamed and what it was like?
Yeah, I remember, the first time I streamed, I had just like a side profile of my face. That was my picture. My name was just was just Marty. I was just talking to some really strange people. No, on my stream, nobody that's around anymore. It was fun. I was just talking about how I started streaming. That was like my first stream.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like this show, Marty, the reason I started Boss Branding, and I know this is why you do stuff in your stream too, is like to help the new streamer out, right? Because I feel like a lot of times when we started out as new streamers, there's a lot to it, and you don't know really like what to do. You may not know what a favorite is. You may not know what like gifting is and that kind of thing. And or like a lot of people I feel like they start streaming and they'll look at like maybe someone like you, Marty, or like another top badge and say, why am I not getting these views like right away? But like, what would your advice be to those people that just starting streamer and are like, okay, I'm not getting the views? What would you say to them?
Yeah, well, views are basically based upon the amounts of favorites that you have, as well as the picture that you have and your name and your emoji and your caption. So all these things kind of go together, so if people don't see something that they want to go into, and you don't have enough people that are going to see that, then you're not going to get the views, because everybody wants to get the trending boost or but it doesn't happen right when you start. You kind of have to work at it. So you have to go try visiting people's streams, doing random battles, doing the date box in order to build up your favorite, so that when people see that you're on, they can at least have a chance of seeing someone with a nice picture, name, emoji, caption, so forth.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Because, like you said, the pictures, that's the first thing they really see when
Mhm.
they're looking at the live section. So you want to have a picture of yourself. I know a lot of people do the whole like fake picture thing, but for me, I don't know how you feel about this, Marty, but I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
helps you get views. But like when they come to your stream, they know it's not you, and then they're not going to come back because they're like, there's this fake picture. So I always like people have come to me and they're like, I use this picture, I got a lot of views. I was like, but that's great, you're getting those views, but are those people going to come back and
Yeah, I,
support
I
you?
don't. I don't like that kind of like catfishing. Like they have like a fake picture. I hate that.
And also, it's not allowed. Another thing is, it's not allowed on the Meet Me platform. Actually, they can delete your account if you have a fake picture of someone. You're not allowed to use pictures of celebrities. You're not allowed to use pictures of other people. There's like copyright issues and stuff. So if you are doing that, that's another reason why you shouldn't. Is because they could Meet Me could delete your account if they wanted to. If
Or at
you use
least ban you. Right? Yeah.
yeah, at least ban you. Yeah, ban you and then eventually delete you possibly.
Right.
I'm using Boss Picture for more faves. I'm dead tired. Um, yeah, so no, I agree with that completely. And I always tell new streamer, like my biggest advice for new streamers too, you touched on it, was I feel like a lot of newer streamers will be so focused on streaming and like grinding for the stream, but they'll forget about the other part of the app where it's like going around and networking and going to people's streams that come to your stream, supporting other people. I feel like that streaming is an important part of this app, absolutely, if you want to be a successful streamer. But also going to other people's streams that come to your streams is another important part as well. Would you agree with that statement, Marty?
Yeah, you should at least spend half your time visiting people's streams instead of just streaming yourself. It's very, very important.
Yeah,
Otherwise, people aren't going to come to your stream.
absolutely. Yeah, and that's what I say, like, because like they'll just be so focused. I'd be like, at least take it like an hour or two, and like the time you were gonna stream, take that time and go to other people's streams that come to your stream, support them. I mean, you don't always have to drop lots of gifts, right? Like like you can comment, throw a little gift here and there, but I feel like as long as you're going to their stream, showing, and it's hard, it does get hard. I feel like just go to everyone's stream all the time. You do the best you can to try to go in people's streams, but yeah, like you just gotta think of, there's two sides to the app. There's a networking part outside of your stream, and then there's actual streaming as well.
Right.
So Marty, I want to talk about like the top badge first. Well, you're a boss badge now, but Marty's boss badge, or top badge. Do you remember like what made you first originally like decide? Did you have that goal of becoming a top badge when you first started?
That's why the person that told me about the app, he told me that he used to be a top badge, and that's what you need to do to be successful on here, is to go for your top badge. I mean, that was the whole goal. At the time, it was only 1 million diamonds requirement to get your badge, although they had a 500 view requirement, which was pretty tough until they changed it recently. But yeah, that was my goal, was to be the top badge, to get the trending purposes, to get more people to come into your stream, to get more views, more support, and so forth.
Do you remember how long it took you, like from when you applied to get your top badge?
Yeah, it probably took me about 5 months, I think. So I think as soon as I met the minimum requirements, which was probably in the summer of 2020, and I didn't get my my top badge until the middle of January of 2021. I was already number 10 on the whole app at the time.
Wow,
150 million diamonds until I
that's
finally got
crazy.
it. Yeah.
So did you feel like during that 5 months, because there's a lot of people I feel like that apply for top badge, everybody gets it at different times.
Right.
Like I got it after 3 months, I was lucky, but there's some people that wait like a year or two and they don't get their top badge till then. Like, did you get discouraged at all in between that, or were you just like?
Yeah, I got very discouraged. Yeah. So I actually started a new position, and I just said, okay, well, I'm not gonna. I didn't think I was gonna get my top badge, so I was just gonna start a new position for a company, working really, really hard, during the tax season. And right when I was supposed to start that job is when I finally, got the top badge.
Right.
So I didn't want to, to give it up. But at the same token, it kind of got in the way of my job, because I was so excited about having my badge and streaming with it.
Yeah, I remember, because like when I first came to your stream, I think you may have just stopped. You were working, you were doing accounting or something like that, and then you
exactly.
decided, yeah, and then you decided to leave. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people get this. I feel like a lot of people get discouraged, and I got to that point a little bit, but then like I love doing this featured show. I started doing the featured show before I got my, because I was kind of the same, Marty. Like I didn't think about it right away. It was like, because after I got my first milli, like 3 or 4 weeks into it, that's kind of when for me, I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. Because I didn't know if I was going to be a good streamer or not, right? So after that happened for me, I was like, okay, I want to become a top badge. So that was kind of on my radar. I was like, I knew how to grind for it, right? I knew how to like go support other people, stream, be consistent. It's hard because I do work 2 jobs and I'm going to school as well. So I do my best to stream and balance everything. But there's a lot of people like, I don't have time. But I feel like if there's something you really want to do, you can make time for it. Like that's my thing. I work 2 jobs and I go to school and I still stream. I still do all this stuff because I really want to do it. So if you really want to become top badge or anything, you just do it. You just grind for it, and you can't get discouraged because, you know, you'll get it. You may get eventually, and even if you don't, like, people are still going to support you in the long run.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So Marty, like, what type? Like, when people come to your stream, what can they expect to see? Because I know you do like different things in your stream as well.
Yeah, definitely. I do different things. I try to do, you know, lunch and learns or happy hour and learns when I'm teaching people how, giving them tips, you know, whether it be teaching them how to stream, you know, teaching them things to do to become successful, you know, based upon my own experiences. And everybody has their own way of doing it, you know, so not everybody's going to agree with everything that I say, but at least it's something that you can go in and hear somebody do. And this was something that really wasn't done when I started. I also, you know, like to do some dancing, as somebody mentioned. I like to do fun. I like to do fun battles. Sometimes I'll sing. Yeah, and you never know what you're gonna get when you
I think that's good though, is to do different things, right? Because it's like you're attracting different people with different things. Like when you do like the news, like talking about the app, you're gonna attract new people. And that's why I wanted to do Boss Branding, was because there was no like featured show out there really that talked about the app, like specifically the app. And I was like, why aren't we doing, because I have marketing experience and stuff as well. I teach marketing. And I was like, why don't I do something that actually like helps people on the app, gives advice. It's a featured show, so I can't talk about everything. I would love to. That's what's great about your stream, Marty's stream, is he could say whatever. He could talk about go into gifting, into detail, all that kind of thing, where I'm a little bit more limited on that. But I do my best to try to help everyone. But when do you typically do your lunch and learn? Do you have a set time, or is it just kind of sporadic?
Yeah, you know, I was at one time I was trying to do it around lunchtime, which is like 1 or 2 Eastern, but I've been kind of pushing it closer to like after work, because I'm trying to keep my days free so that I can do actual work outside of streaming. So there's probably the lunch and learns are probably going to be called the happy hour and learns. I'm probably gonna try to start them around 6 o'clock Eastern time. I mean, that's my goal. So this way, when you're done with work, you want to go, you know, have a drink, you know, and watch some stream about, you know, how to stream. And I think that's my goal. Try to get a happy hour and learn.
If y'all don't, I'm sure you guys all do, but if you don't have Marty Party favorited, please make sure you guys check him out. He's going to do a happy hour and learn, where he's going to talk about streaming. He can get into details about gifting. Make sure you check. He has really good advice. He's been on this app for 3 years. He's a #1 streamer on this app, so you can absolutely learn something. Like you said, you may not agree with everything, but you can sit there and listen, take his advice, use it if you want to. But it will probably be helpful for you. So just go in with an open mind as well. Please make sure you guys hit me with that favorite that Jenny, if you're interested in being on the show. She's my best friend. She's also my admin of the show. So if you want to be on Boss Branding, we're always looking. You don't have to be a top badge to be on the show. We bring in new streamers. This is just a special edition with top badges, but you could be a new streamer. Doesn't matter what level or anything. So make sure you reach out to that Jenny as well. And favorite each other in the comments. Favorite each other. Go check each other out as well. This show is all about networking, so make sure you guys network with each other. It's important. So Marty, as a top badge on the app, I'm sure you get a lot of haters, right? A lot of trolls. And I know like streamers do get it, but I feel like once you become a top badge or become higher up, it comes with the territory, right? Because once I became a top badge, I didn't have that many trolls, but now I get more. How do you handle it? Like, what is your best advice of how to handle people that are like speaking negatively about you that maybe don't even know you, but They just say
Yeah.
negative things.
I mean, it's good to have bouncers in your stream that you can trust that will kick these people like right away, so that you don't even have to comment on them, because it really does bring down your stream. A lot of times they think that they're being funny, they think that they're providing interesting content and helping you trend or whatever, but they really don't. They're really a drag. So I hope that my bouncers can pick these things up and start kicking these people. I lowered the bouncer requirement. I want to have as many bouncers, you know, as possible, so that anybody who's not a bouncer, and if they're saying like inappropriate stuff, they will get removed. If they don't get removed from one of my own bouncers, then, you know, I try to politely just mention, hey, can someone get that person out? If my bouncers are still too slow, then I do it myself.
How do you do like mentally? Like, does it ever affect you, like with what people say negative about you, or do you just kind of just like, for me, I feel like when I first started streaming, when I first became a top badge or started streaming, it affected me a little bit more. But I think I've grown a thicker skin on this app, where it's just like, now I'm like, if they don't know me. Like, a lot of the people that come in there and say these negative things, they don't actually know you. So
it does. It affects me a little bit, because sometimes, you know, people say some, you know, personal stuff. You know, they say things about you that, you know, that are true. Sometimes they get you to try to say a reaction, so they think you word it, or like edit it in some way, So I really still against it, but I'm just trying to get these people out as soon as possible.
yeah,
Actually expose your personal stuff like that.
yeah, and I think that's the important thing to remember, that is that even though like we may be top badges or streamers or whatever, like we still are people. So like, I don't know. I guess, you know, just like, I don't know. It's not hard. I mean, there's different types of trolls, right? Like for me, there's trolls that are funny. They come in, joke around. Like that's fine. Like as long as you're not being disrespectful. But like you said, once they start bringing your personal stuff in,